Welcome back to the workshop. I found some plywood on the side of the road. Someone was throwing it out. And when I got it home and stacked it up, I noticed the wood grain had Eddie from Iron Maiden in it. So I had to do something with this piece of wood. And I decided to make a wall hanging for my shop wall. So here I am cutting out just the portion of the wood that has the Eddie image in the wood grain. And I'm just using my table saw there. Being careful not to cut my fingers off. And here you can see the piece of wood that I used to make the wall hanging. And it's pretty wild that it looks just like Eddie. So here I'm just using some, I think it's like 3/8 inch thick Luan from either Lowe's or Home Depot. It's some scrap I had left over from another project. But I kind of like the red color of it, and I thought it would be a nice contrast to that piece of plywood that's more of a yellow color. So I just cut off enough pieces so that it would overhang the plywood by about a couple inches. So there you can kind of see where I'm going with it. And I just glued it onto those 4 pieces of Luan. And I kind of made a mistake here. I put the glue in the overhang area, so I had to clean that off. That was kind of a pain. But luckily I got to it with a wet paper towel before it got too messy. Here I am cleaning up the edges with some sandpaper. I think I'm using one of those sanding sponges there, which make sanding pretty easy. It's easy to round over edges with that. And with every new project, I try to do something I haven't done before. This is my first time using a Scrollsaw. I got this from my dad's shop, and I started to cut out the letters out of a rectangle of wood so you could see through the letters, but that became kind of difficult. So I just decided I'm just going to cut out the letters themselves and glue them on to the piece of plywood. So that turned out really well, and I was really pleased with my first time using a Scrollsaw, getting those letters cut out. So here I am just lining it up with a square to make sure they're all straight and look pretty good. And that turned out okay. I was very pleased with that. You can actually read it. So here I am finishing it. I've had this old can of polyurethane sitting around forever, so I thought, well, I might as well just use that up. But I didn't realize it would make that plywood so yellow. I kind of wish I'd used something that gave it more of a clear finish. And so I was wondering if maybe anybody knows if polyurethane sits around for like a year or two, does it get yellow inside the can? I don't know. So here's the finished project, and it's kind of wild that it looks like Eddie from Iron Maiden, but it's hanging on my workshop wall right now, so you'll probably see it in my future videos. So thanks for watching, and watch for some more videos, and I'll see you next time.